Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Sorry if I look crazy. I just got done with a photo shoot, and yeah, it was a fire photo shoot. That's why so I decided that since I have makeup on and lashes on, if they're still on, I decided to finally do this Q&A that I've been wanting to do since December. And I had you all ask me questions on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I made a curious cat so people can like anonymously post questions to me or whatever. So I chose some. I have them here on my phone. These are the ones that I picked. I didn't pick all of them. Pick the ones that I feel like are the most asked or the most interesting or whatever. And yeah, so let's get started. Yeah, that was weird. What's one performance you wish you could re-perform, good or bad? Definitely Black is the Black Festival. It was my first time doing a festival. It was my first like really big show. It was my first time flying out. It was my first out of, the state show performing. It was insane. I had so much energy. Like we were doing on 1 hour on, 1 hour off. So like, I wouldn't even take an hour off. I would literally do my hour on and then go off and then go take pictures in the crowd with people and then go check out the bands or go see whoever. And it was really, really cool. And it was my first time performing with the Dangerous Shock show. My fam, shout out to them. Oh my God, some of the most talented individuals oh my God, I just couldn't. I was blown away by everybody's presence and everything. And I say I would love to redo that show, not because it was good, bad, but because it was one of the best experiences of my life. And it definitely taught me a lot. And I've grown so much since then. I think that was 2 years ago? Yeah, it's just so crazy. The next one is, what was your first concert? As you tell, it's Jesse McCartney. Yeah, it was Jesse McCartney, I think. I think it was Jesse McCartney. I don't know. I was obsessed with him. And I even got to meet him. I was a part of his official fan club. And I entered a giveaway to get the meet and greet. And I was like, I'm not going to get it. And I did. So I got to meet him, and that was love of my life at the time. And yeah, I'll try and post a picture or something because I look totally different. Whenever I post that picture, people freak out and they're like, oh, that's you? Oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I still look like that. So it was just McCartney, but I still jammed a beautiful song every day. Somebody posted, do you get recognized every day since you're well known? No. Nobody cares. No, I'm just kidding. Where I live now, since now that I moved to Austin, it's so big. I run into people and stuff, but nobody's like, oh my God, you. But I think when I lived in the valley, since it's so much smaller, and if I walk around like this, I think people would know. I don't know, there were certain places that I would go to or anywhere where I would be it never feels that I run into someone, not that I know, but that knows me. And it's not a narcissistic thing, everybody knows me. No, it's not like that. But I remember one time and me, my mom gets so mad at me because me, whenever I go out, I'm just no makeup at all. So I was in Sephora one time, with my mom, no makeup, just dressed in their store clothes I usually do, just lazy. And I'm talking to the Sephora chick for the longest time, and I don't know what we're talking about. It was just Fenty, what would look best on me. And then at the end of the conversation, she's like, by the way, I love your Instagram. And I'm I was so embarrassed because I was number one, how did she recognize me? Because I looked really ugly at the time. Or I don't know, she complimented my Instagram or my performances, and I was like, thank you. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, do I get recognized every day? No. But often, yeah, people would be like, oh, I love your fire or your photos or your Instagram, just stuff like that. Yeah. This is the most asked question, so I decided to put it in here. And I think this requires a whole video of its own. So if you want that, let me know. I usually disable comments because I don't like people. This one says, what got you into fire spinning? That's such a long story. It's the most asked question that I get, but it's a really, really, really long story. It's a whole, oh my God. I can give you the short version. So the short version, and it's really funny because I was talking to my friend about this. like maybe about a year ago when we were talking about like how he got into sideshow because he's a sword swallower, and what got me into whatever. And it's weird that we both had similar answers. So my favorite band is Fall Out Boy. I'm obsessed with Fall Out Boy. Yes, my taste in music is weird. I just went from talking about Jesse McCartney to Fall Out Boy. I've been obsessed with him forever. And then I saw, and I want to get the name of the group right because I don't want to sound like an idiot, especially like being a fire performer now. My gosh, I saw them have, fire performers on stage with them. I swear to God, it was Pyrohex. I'm not sure. Don't come at me if it's not. I think it was. They're UK based, right? Someone, someone correct me. And I saw that and I was like, holy shit, like that's really cool, So I started to look more into it. I was already dancing, I was already hula hooping, I was already whatever. And I looked more into it, and then like unfortunately for everyone, this is where it's like a big no-no, and I'm telling everyone this is not the way to go about it. I was self-taught. I did teach myself to eat fire. I did just buy fire fans and start. And then later along, I got proper training, from like some of the best, in my opinion, especially here living in Austin. Like there's a lot of people that, in a lot of workshops and stuff. And then I just ended up learning and growing in my skills the proper way, learning safety and all that. So it's a way longer story than I just gave off. I know that's kind of boring, but like I said, like that totally calls for like a whole other video. But yeah, so if you want to see that, just like pester me about it. That'd be cool. I would love to tell the whole story. I think it's an interesting story. But every time you're at a show or anything, regardless, do you ever get asked for your autograph? I didn't, but by the way, these sound like I asked myself these. I did not. No, I don't. If they're my shows, I do. Like my fire shows or whatever, yeah, people will ask for signed prints and stuff like that, but like not if I'm just like chilling. Oh, I guess that's a question every time you're at a show. Yeah, okay, I get the question now. I'm sorry. I haggard your question, person. Yes, I do. No, I like the next one. What is your biggest performing pet peeve? Oh, whoo, girl. Tea time. Where's the tea? No, I don't want to like bash like promoters or like venues or whatever, but oh my god, like if the sound is shit, like okay, like it's not a lot to ask for me to just have like, good sound, like sometimes like, venues or promoters will literally just give me a soundboard and like expect me to know what to do with it. And I'm kind of like an idiot and a half. I don't know. Like it just looks like a flux capacitor to me. So I don't know. So, but usually like, if I trust in the person that is running sound or whatever, sometimes it just sounds like shit or they put the music too low. And that's like a huge pet peeve of mine because like I need the music like at a certain pace, like a certain level in order to perform a certain way to feel like, I don't know. That's definitely like a huge pet peeve of mine. Also, if there's like, if you have a fire performer and you hire a fire performer, you need to just have common logic. I once had, a show where they literally had carpet and I don't want to say anything because I feel like people are going to be like, oh, I know what show that was or whatever. But just things like that, like just, but I usually try and check out the venue and the place beforehand. But sometimes it's hard if I'm booked like hours away or whatever. So you never know. But those are my pet peeves. I don't have a lot, but just kind of. I feel like these were asked by the same people, like the autograph ones. How does it feel to give out an autograph? It feels great knowing that it's going to be, worth as much as a Pokemon card is, which means it's going to be worth like 50 cents or nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Later in the years. Now, you know how like your mom tells you that like your Pokemon cards are going to be worth so much, like back in the 90s, and now they're like not worth shit? Yeah, that's what my autographs are going to be worth. No, it feels good. Like, there's no way to like answer this question without sounding like a narcissistic asshole, pompous piece of shit. Like, it's humbling. It's like nice. I love to talk to people. I love to meet people. I love to like interact with like new energies and stuff. Ew, that sounded like really hippie-ish, but you know what I mean. Like I love to talk to people, especially at conventions. And my favorite thing, like signing prints and getting to meet people or whatever, is the kids. Now, I don't really do a lot of family friendly events. Obviously, look at me, like. But when I do like conventions and stuff, it's really fun for me because I get to like dress up and like portray a character, but also like, you know, do fire or whatever. And the kids love it, you know. And I remember I had these two little kids. I think, was it the second year? I don't know if it was the second year or the most recent year of RealmsCon. And they bought my Harley prints. They bought one of them. It was a boy and a girl, brother and sister. And then the next day they came back and they were like, we need another one because, oh, little girl was like, we need another one because my brother has the other Harley picture in our school binder, and then they wanted one for their wall. And I was like, hold up. Like, do you know what was in my school binder when I was like in elementary school, middle school? Like, I had like symbol blend, like, yeah, I had like some, you know, like, it's so wild, and it makes me feel like, oh my god, like, you know, like, it makes me feel like I actually have an impact, and I'm actually like, that's what got me through a lot of like middle school, and like, you know, like thinking about like my goals and my dreams and stuff, was like opening up like my binder, like looking at my wall of like bands and stuff and being like, yeah, like one day I'm gonna be a performer. And here I am using a trash can as a tripod. So dreams come true, kids. I went off topic, but you know what I mean. Ooh, I like this one. And this one's gonna come with a really cool story. Favorite movie character of all time. And my cousin asked me that one. So thank you for the question. Favorite movie character of all time. I thought about this one. And oh my god, our refrigerator just turned on. That's terrible. And okay, favorite movie character of all time. I had thought about this one, and then I thought about what my answer would be and what a normal human answer would be. And first, it was between Patrick Bateman and Iron Man. And I think if you've seen Endgame, I settled on Iron Man even before watching Endgame, but now I watch Endgame, and I'm gonna say Iron Man because, like, for many, many, many reasons. But there's a funny story that goes into that, because when I was on the set of Alita Battle Angel, the day before I went in for a wardrobe fitting, and you know, it was supposed to be kind of like this, like very like industrial punk, not that this is industrial or punk or whatever, but they wanted it very like dark, goth, whatever. And so I took like the weirdest pieces. I had already like taken, you know, notes as to what I was going to take, as to what kind of, you know, vibe they were going for. And I was like, oh my god, are they going to like it? Are they going to like me? So, you know, I go in there. I don't even know if I could say this because I know it was like, you're contractually bound to like not say anything, but who cares? The movie's out already, so it doesn't matter. So I went in and, you know, I put in the outfit that I had put together, and they had a rack of clothes basically. So they were like, bring your own pieces, but we also have additional pieces in case, you know, we don't like what you bring, which fair enough, right? So there was a man and a woman, and then the woman was dressing another girl, and then the man was like, you know, put this on, and it came out in my demonias, and he actually told me that, I don't know which Iron Man he worked on. I don't know if it was the first one or all of them or whatever, but he told me, he's like, I'm gonna burp. That was gross. I'm sorry. I don't know which Iron Man he worked on, but he basically told me that, like, when he was the wardrobe stylist for Iron Man for Robert Downey Jr., and I was already freaking out at that point when he told me that. He said when he was on the set of Iron Man, and he was doing wardrobe for Robert Downey Jr., that there was a bit of the height difference between him and, you know, his co-star, Pepper Potts, or, you know, and if you see, like, if you Google their pictures together, there is, like, a little bit of a height difference, like, she is taller. So, you know, I walked out in my outfit, and he was telling me the story because I was wearing demonias, or however the hell you say them, stackers, platforms, whatever, and he was telling me that he had to put those on Robert Downey Jr., in order to kind of like, I don't know if he meant like in the whole movie or like in the Iron Man suit or what, but to kind of make their height like the same. So he started to call, he was like, what are those called? And I was like, demonias, I don't know. And he's like, I'm gonna call them your Iron Man shoes from now on. So now, I would say now every time I wear them, I call them my Iron Man shoes, but I broke them on set. But I'm just saying this is such a weird full circle thing because like I got to work with Robert Downey Jr.'s wardrobe stylist, which is like so crazy, and he is my favorite movie character of all time. Like, I mean, even before Endgame, like everything, Iron Man for everything. I think he's amazing. How do you feel about making this film? Okay, so this was December, and this was when the Elf came out. I'm sorry, not Elf. No, I was not in a movie with Will Ferrell. I mean, Will Ferrell. Pharrell. Okay, this is the time that Elf came out. I felt really good about it. I love, you know, being in movies and just, you know, even if it's just like a line or two or whatever. I the real tea is that I had gotten the script and I had been rehearsing somebody else's part and learning somebody else's part because stupid me, I hadn't watched the first one or like the previous one that was supposed to be like leading up to this movie. So I was reading somebody else's part. So when we got on set, I didn't know my lines. Like every time it would be like action, I'd be like line. So if you go and you kind of see that it's not my best performance, I mean, I feel like the 13th Friday was a lot better. I loved my performance there, and that was like my first ever, like, you know, movie. Elf, I feel like I could have done better in the Elf, excuse me. Shameless self-promo, check them out on Hulu. Yeah, I liked it. I could have done better if I knew my lines. I keep burping, I'm sorry, I had a 20-piece of chicken nuggets. But yeah. Okay, what is the best accommodation you've ever had from a show or event? Ooh. Well, a heater in 40-degree weather in the venue. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, stuff like that is like so appreciated. Is like a heater in the green room in like 30-degree weather. Like, thank you for thinking about me and every other performer. That's pretty fucking cool. No, yeah, like just little things like that. If you feed me, that's a great accommodation. Like, you know what I mean? If you have me at your show and you feed me, you don't have to. You're already paying me. You don't gotta feed me, but if you do, thank you. You know, it's obviously greatly appreciated when like conventions and stuff give me like hook it up with the hotels, you know, and some of them like give me like the super crazy bougie experience, and I'm like, who the hell am I? Like, you do not have to be doing this. Like, thank you for that. Like RealmsCon, like, oh my god, shout out to RealmsCon. They always hook it up with like the bougiest, like, and put me on the same floor as the celebrities, and I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm literally like a peasant. Like, you don't have to put me here. So that's really cool. That's really appreciated, especially because like I'm like a child. Like, I literally like I will act a fool and like just like go to the pool and like go to the hot tub and like, you know, just have fun, you know, whenever I'm, you know, doing shows and stuff or whatever. So stuff like that was definitely greatly appreciated. Also, the first time I ever performed for DJ Pauly D in Dallas, I had like actual like security escorts, and it was like so not needed because like I'm not Pauly D, but I'd be like, oh, like I need to go get something from, you know, the over here, and they'd be like, there would just be two big guys that would like go with me, and it was just like, and everybody was looking at me like, who is she? And I'm just like, it's okay, I'm not anybody, like, and they would like escort me to my car and like, you know, like just like pushing people out of the way. Like, it was just weird. Like, I really didn't need that, but like it was so appreciated. Okay, this one says, out of all the big towns you've been to, which has had the best food and that you can't get in your hometown? Okay, Austin sucks as far as food. I'm dying here, people. Okay, so here's the thing about like when I travel for shows, I think you would assume that I would go and try like food from like places that like I haven't been. Like if I'm in California or I'm in Ohio or whatever. The thing is I don't really have the time to do that. So usually like if I'm like at a festival or whatever, I'm usually just on site, or like, you know, I'm at a show, I'm tired, I just go do it and I come back, and I don't really ever explore. I'm kind of boring. But if it's like in the if it's just shows in Texas, like Corpus, Houston, like, you know, like regularly, which I kind of do, is I just bounce around like, you know, the different cities around here in this state. I do have my favorite places, you know, and there are places that I like to go to, like Corpus, as like House Rock Pizza, like shit, I can never say no to that. And that really cool tamale place that I don't know the name of, but I always go there whenever I do like any shows in Corpus. But what is the best one? Oh, it says out of all the big towns. Excuse me. Shit, I don't know. Like anywhere that I've gone that I can't get in my hometown. I mean, there's no place like home. Let's just say the Valley has the best food. Like, I mean, you guys are gonna expect me to say like something like bougie, like Hollywood has the best. Like, I don't know. Like, this is some, I don't know. Mexico has the best food. Let's keep it real. Like, that's where you can get cabrito. Like, that's just the tea.